What if the chilling origins of the Hunger Games were tied to one man's rise to power and betrayal of the ones he loved? In this twisted tale of survival, rebellion, and ambition, we dive deep into the story of Coriolanus Snow, how a desperate boy became the tyrant who shaped Panem. Prepare for shocking betrayals, haunting melodies, and a hunting game where the stakes couldn't be higher. In a dystopian future, ecological disasters and widespread conflict dismantle modern civilization, transforming North America into a nation called Panem. This country is divided into the capital, a luxurious hub for the elite, and 13 districts tasked with supplying economic and material resources. Tensions arise due to the capital's oppressive control, eventually igniting a civil war led by District 13 known as the First Rebellion. This war lasts 3 years before collapsing, leaving District 13 destroyed. The aftermath is marked by the Dark Days, a bleak era of desperation and survival. Amid the chaos, 2 privileged children navigate the deserted streets, scavenging for food. Their struggle takes a sinister turn when they encounter a wild dog. The boy distracts the animal by throwing an object, allowing them to escape and hide. From their hiding spot, they witness a harrowing scene, a man preparing a forbidden food for consumption. Traumatized, they return to their grandmother, a formidable figure. The boy's father, a casualty of the rebellion in District 12, leaves the family fractured. 3 years later, the Dark Days end with the capital enforcing the Treaty of Treason, establishing the annual Hunger Games. This brutal event forces each district to send 2 teenagers to fight to the death as a grim reminder of the rebellion's failure. A decade after the treaty, a boy named Coriolanus Snow lives with his grandmother and cousin Tigress. Once an influential family, their status has diminished after losing their factory during the war. Now living in poverty, they strive to maintain appearances to avoid being ostracized. Coriolanus, determined to secure a better future, excels in his studies at the academy, hoping to win a university scholarship and escape a life of menial labor. As the 10th Hunger Games approach, Coriolanus joins the Mentor program, assigned to guide one of the district tributes. Head game maker Dr. Gall introduces Dean Casca Highbottom, the architect of the Hunger Games, who emphasizes entertainment over victory to boost dwindling viewership. The best mentor, not the top student, will now win the coveted scholarship. During the reaping ceremony, Coriolanus is dismayed when his tribute is revealed to be Lucy Gray Baird from District 12, a district notorious for producing early casualties. Lucy, however, quickly demonstrates her defiant spirit. After being mocked by the mayor for retaliating against his daughter, Lucy captivates the crowd by singing a rebellious tune, sparking unexpected support. Intrigued by her charisma, Coriolanus sees potential in her. The tributes are transported to the capital, where Coriolanus greets Lucy with a flower, but she dismissively eats a petal. Chaos ensues when a tribute's mischief distracts the guards, allowing Coriolanus to sneak into the truck transporting the tributes. Inside, tensions rise as another tribute trying to put up a fight with Coriolanus. Lucy intervenes, warning the group of the consequences of fighting Coriolanus. The tributes are soon confined to a zoo, displayed as curiosities for capital citizens. Coriolanus seizes an opportunity for positive publicity by joining Lucy in a televised interview, during which she reveals her nomadic roots. Back at the academy, Coriolanus is reprimanded for breaking protocol, though Dr. Gall commends his resourcefulness. Inspired by his experiences, Coriolanus proposes innovations to make the games more engaging, including showcasing tributes' backstories and allowing viewers to sponsor them with supplies. His proposal is well received, setting the stage for significant changes. Later, during a tour of the games arena, a sudden explosion rocks the dome, causing chaos. Coriolanus becomes trapped under debris, his jacket catching fire. Lucy risks her safety to rescue him before being taken away by peacekeepers. Coriolanus wakes up in the hospital, surrounded by Tigress and Sejanus Plinth, his loyal friend comforting him. In a world still reeling from the chaos of rebellion, the capital's grip tightens further after a devastating rebel bombing unalived 4 tributes and leaves a mentor on life support. The event creates shockwaves as Marcus, a tribute, escapes amid the pandemonium, prompting a desperate manhunt by peacekeepers. His mentor, Sejanus Plinth, privately admits he believes Marcus might be safer on the run. While the Capitol processes the aftermath, the tribute presentation airs on television. Coriolanus watches Lucy Gray captivate the audience with a soulful song, bringing many to tears. Her performance elevates her status, making her a contender to watch. Coriolanus, ever calculating, visits the damaged arena to analyze its layout for future strategies. During his exploration, he discovers concealed tunnels that could prove critical during the games. Returning home, Coriolanus notices a dead rat and realizes the poison used to unalive it is extremely potent. With a scheme in mind, he hides some of the poison in his deceased mother's compact mirror. He later gives Lucy the mirror, pointing out potential hiding spots in the arena and swearing to help her survive. Lucy, overwhelmed, tearfully tries to kiss him, but he gently redirects her gesture, wiping her tears with a handkerchief instead. The next day, as the remaining tributes are marched into the arena, the mentors gather at the academy for the official start of the games. Tensions rise when Marcus's body is found hanging from the dome as a warning. This grotesque display causes Sejanus to publicly denounce the Capitol, calling everyone complicit in its cruelty before storming out. When the countdown ends, chaos erupts. Tributes scatter across the arena, some hiding while others engage in combat. Lucy desperately searches for Jessup, her District 12 counterpart, who is severely weakened after being attacked during their transport to the Capitol. She finds him and leads him to one of the hidden tunnels, narrowly avoiding attackers. In a tense moment, tributes chasing them are distracted by a fight, sparing their lives for now. As the night progresses, Lamina, another tribute, unalived Marcus with an axe, an act of mercy that earns her audience donations. Unfortunately, her reward, a bottle of water, shatters when delivered by a drone. Meanwhile, vultures descend on the arena to feast on the bodies. Back at the academy, Dr. Gall tasks Coriolanus with retrieving Sejanus, who has entered the arena to honor Marcus's death in a traditional gesture. Knowing that peacekeepers intervening could fuel rebellion narratives, Gall leverages Coriolanus's ambitions, promising him victory if he succeeds. Coriolanus ventures into the arena and convinces Sejanus to leave, but their escape is interrupted by a tribute harm. In a harrowing moment, Coriolanus unalived the assailant, his first act of ruthlessness. Though shaken, he reflects on the strange power the act brings him. Safely outside, Sejanus's family expresses gratitude, strengthening their alliance with Coriolanus. The games press on, with more persons being unalived. Jessup succumbs to delirium from a bat-inflicted wound and turns on Lucy, forcing her to flee. Realizing Jessup has rabies, Coriolanus orchestrates a drone drop to startle him, resulting in his fatal fall. Lucy mourns Jessup, but attackers close in. Thinking quickly, Coriolanus sends a second drone to create chaos, allowing Lucy to escape. The tributes' numbers dwindle further as conflicts escalate. Lucy, using the poison from Coriolanus's mirror, leaves tainted water for her enemies, unaliving one and sparking infighting among others. However, the guilt of her actions weighs heavily on her as the remaining tributes target her next. Reaper, devastated by the passing away of a young ally, creates a memorial for the fallen tributes, draping their bodies with the Capitol flag. Before he can deliver a rebellious message to the cameras, the transmission is abruptly cut. Dr. Gall announces that a mentor injured in the bombing, the president's son, has died. In retaliation, she declares all remaining tributes will be executed, ensuring no victor emerges. Recognizing Dr. Gall's cryptic warning about a rainbow of destruction, Coriolanus deduces she plans to release her genetically engineered snakes into the arena. Acting quickly, he plants Lucy's handkerchief, laden with her scent, in the snake tank, ensuring her survival when the creatures are unleashed. As the snakes swarm the arena, tributes fall one by one. Lucy faces a perilous moment when she is cornered and her hiding spot is destroyed, forcing her to confront her enemies. In the aftermath of the Hunger Games, Reaper kneels solemnly, accepting his fate as the snakes close in. A desperate girl, determined to take Lucy down in her final moments, lunges at her, but the venomous creatures strike first. Miraculously, the snakes do not harm Lucy. Instead, they circle her as she begins to sing, her melody soothing them into submission. Watching this unfold, Coriolanus argues to Dr. Gall that Lucy's song has proven her worth as a victor. Initially resistant, Gall is forced to yield when the other mentors unite in chanting Lucy's name, demanding her victory. The host theatrically tears open his envelope, claiming Lucy had always been his pick to win. Shortly afterward, Coriolanus is summoned by Casca Highbottom, who confronts him with the damning evidence of the compact mirror and handkerchief. Breaking the rules comes at a steep price. Coriolanus' family forfeits any prize money, and he is sentenced to a 20-year term as a peacekeeper in the districts. After undergoing rigorous testing and having his head shaved, Coriolanus learns he's assigned to District 8. However, through a bribe, he manages to be reassigned to District 12 instead. On the train ride there, he is surprised to find Sejanus Plinth, who has volunteered to serve as a peacekeeper, hoping to make a meaningful change. Life in District 12 is harsh. Coriolanus and Sejanus endure relentless training, witnessing punishments for those who defy capital rules. Public executions are common, and Coriolanus frequently restrains Sejanus from intervening. One evening, Coriolanus visits a local bar where he is stunned to find Lucy singing with her people. Their reunion is interrupted when her ex, Billy, drunkenly storms in, triggering a chaotic brawl. Billy confronts Lucy, but Coriolanus intervenes, pummeling him before Sejanus drags him out to avoid further trouble. The next day, Coriolanus and Lucy meet near the woods and share their first kiss, deciding to keep their relationship a secret. Lucy reveals a hidden lake where they can spend time together safely. As their bond deepens, Coriolanus confesses his desire to return to the capital, but Lucy dreams of building a simple life in District 12. Coriolanus' fortunes change when he learns his exceptional test scores and family legacy have earned him a transfer to District 2 with better pay. While he cannot openly object, he secretly schemes to secure a better future. Meanwhile, Sejanus' involvement with rebels becomes apparent, and Coriolanus discovers the mutated birds they train can record conversations. Exploiting this, he secretly captures Sejanus' confessions and sends the recording to Dr. Gall. The situation escalates when Coriolanus stumbles upon a rebel meeting at the bar where Sejanus, Lucy, and others, including Billy and Mayfair, are present. The rebels' hidden weapons spark tension. When Mayfair threatens to expose the group, Coriolanus unalived her to protect Lucy and their secrets. Chaos erupts as Billy attacks Coriolanus, only to be unalived by another rebel. Coriolanus urges Lucy to distract the crowd by singing while he persuades the rebels to dispose of the weapons. The capital's response is swift and unforgiving. Peacekeepers launch a district-wide search, uncovering the weapons. Lucy becomes a suspect, and fearing execution, she plans to flee Panem. Coriolanus agrees to join her, but before they can escape, Sejanus is captured and hanged as a traitor. Coriolanus watches silently, his betrayal weighing heavily on him. Returning to his quarters, he finds a photo among Sejanus' belongings and finally breaks down. At dawn, Coriolanus and Lucy begin their journey through the forest. Their trek is fraught with tension, and when Coriolanus accidentally reveals his role in Sejanus' death, Lucy becomes distant. As rain falls, they find shelter in an abandoned cabin, where Coriolanus discovers a cache of rebel weapons hidden beneath the floorboards. While he plots to destroy the evidence, Lucy leaves to gather flowers but doesn't return. Searching for her, Coriolanus finds her shawl and is bitten by a snake. Desperate and enraged, he fires wildly into the woods, hearing Lucy's song echoing through the trees. Eventually, he gives up, disposing of the weapons in a lake before returning to District 12. Unexpectedly, Coriolanus is recalled to the capital. Sejanus' parents have secured him a place at the university as a gesture of gratitude for retrieving their son's body. Back in the capital, Coriolanus restores his family's status, securing a new home and lavish comforts. Visiting Casca, he learns the grim truth. The Hunger Games were originally his father's idea, presented as a drunken jest and later implemented by the capital. Casca also reveals Lucy's body was never found, leaving her fate a mystery. Before leaving, Coriolanus poisons Casca, eliminating a potential obstacle to his ambitions. Coriolanus begins his training under Dr. Gall, gradually rising to power as the architect of the capital's oppressive rule. His transformation into President Snow marks the beginning of a new era, one defined by control, manipulation, and unrelenting cruelty. And that's how the seeds of tyranny were sown. Coriolanus Snow's journey from poverty to power, marked by manipulation, betrayal, and ruthless ambition. But was his rise worth the cost of love and humanity? What do you think happened to Lucy Gray? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more untold stories behind your favorite dystopian worlds.